Hello, hello. Today I'm going to share part 2 of my unboxing of new products. We'll wait for a few minutes for some people to hop on. Here in Maryland, we have a dreary, rainy day, so it's kind of a perfect day to stay in and craft. Okay, I just love it. I love sunny days in my room because I have a great window over here looking out. On some beautiful trees and greenery across the street, and I just love when it's nice and bright and sunny and I can get some natural light into my projects. So, but on a dreary rainy day, it's kind of cozy to just stay inside anyway. All right, so I hope you're having a good day no matter what you're doing. I know it's those of you celebrating Easter, it's a busy week. Maybe you're preparing for your dinner. Maybe you are hosting. Maybe you're visiting and bringing something. If you are a churchgoer, there's probably lots of extra services to attend and, prayer sessions and whatever. So may you be blessed with a wonderful Easter season if you are celebrating. All right. And if you're not, well, just happy spring because we're all happy for the weather to come. Good weather to come. I know Midwest and upstate and New England, we're just getting snow last week, right? So anyway, whatever, whenever, just enjoy. Just enjoy what you're doing and, share your love of stamping and your crafting with other people, right? I was sending out cards 40 days for Lent, and I've been keeping up with that. I have a few more to go, and then I will be done for my Lent cards. And some of you were doing that challenge as well. I hope you were doing all right with that. If you are joining on, say hello and possibly where you're from. Always nice to see how far we're reaching, and it just always amazes me that, excuse me, I'm just moving my computer over a little bit. Always amazes me that we can reach so many people and gather together no matter how far the miles are. So my friend Judy, fellow stamper and now on my team, part of the Daisy Bunch. Hi, Nadine. All right, nice to break from Easter prep and watch Facebook Live. Okay, great. I have a bunch of things that I pre-ordered that I'm going to show you all today. My previous live, I showed you a lot of the paper, the DSP, the new colors, new in colors, and things that coordinated with that. There'll be some overlap in what I'm showing you today, but just to give you sort of a cohesive idea of how things are working together. Stampin' Up! Is great for the color coordination and just coordinating all the products between the DSP and the cardstock and the stamp sets and designs and embellishments and everything. So basically, there will be some overlap, but I want to show you some new things and tell you some things that are in the catalog today too. Okay, good. Thumbs up is good. Hearts are good. All right. Hi, Colette. Okay, from Missouri. How's your weather out there? Hopefully warming up a little bit. I think I heard there was a lot of snow in the north Midwest, and crazy stuff. I remember once I was in New York. My New York girls might remember several years ago, April 1st, terrible ice storm. So much ice on the trees, froze, and the branches came down, trees came down. We were without power for a little while. It was a crazy thing. April Fools, right? So you never know, but certainly here in Maryland, things are a lot warmer, and we're about 2 weeks ahead of you seasonally. So the cherry blossoms are blooming, daffodils are all up. The other trees are getting their leaves starting to pop out too. Just a quick note, a lot of you heard the national news about one of our bridges here in Baltimore collapsing, right? That was it's an amazing thing that more people were not hurt or affected by that, but it is going to affect commerce a lot, maybe even just beyond the Baltimore area, because it is a big port to distribution of goods all over. So hopefully they get things settled with that, and luckily there were more casualties. It just is amazing. So everybody here luckily is good that I know of, and It happened around 1:30 in the morning, very early Tuesday morning. So luckily there wasn't a high traffic thing there. And there was a little heads up where police were able to stop people from crossing the bridge before it actually collapsed. So many blessings as far as that's concerned. And hopefully, there's a lot of cleanup and a lot of traffic will be affected on our other roads here. So I'm not looking forward to that, but just hoping that they get things cleaned up as soon as they can. So prayers to everybody involved in trying to get things right with that. And like I said, thank God there weren't any more. It could have been a whole lot worse as far as casualties. So thank goodness for that. Let me just grab my ink pads here a second. Okay, here I am. So just a quick review. Hello, everybody. Oh, hi, Barb. Another team member. Hello, Eileen. And I feel like I'm on Romper Room again. Those of you of my age remember Romper Room. She used to say hello to everybody on the TV. Okay, I really thought she saw us. Anyway, when you're young, you believe. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to switch my camera around here, and I will just review the new in color so that you can see them in the products I'm going to be showing you today. Peach Pie is one of the new ones. It is a little lighter than the Mango Melody that retired last year. So it's a really nice, it's one of my favorite colors in the new in colors, I believe. I really like that one. Shy Shamrock is a nice, kind of a Kelly green, not too dark though. A little springy, I'd say a cross between a spring green and a Kelly green. And then Petunia Pop is nice pink, almost a sorbet, raspberry sorbet type color. And there's Summer Splash, which is kind of similar to the Shy Shamrock. They will kind of go nicely together, but this one is a little bit more closer to Coastal Cabana, so somewhere between Shy Shamrock and Coastal Cabana. This is like just a lighter shade of Coastal, and those two will go really nicely together if you want to do your layers or complement, give some contrast to your projects. And then there's Pretty in Pink, which is we used to have Pretty in Pink a long time ago. Verdict is still out. Some people say it's slightly different color than the old one. Other people say it's returning. I don't know for sure. I'm going to try to dig some up and do a side-by-side comparison and see for myself. So who knows? Either way, it's a pretty color. It is a little darker than the Bubble Bath that came out last year. And it is not quite as orangey as Flirty Flamingo. If you look at it side by side, Flirty Flamingo has a little bit of orangey tint to it. So those are the new in colors. You'll see those in the papers that I'm going to show you in the bundles and the suites and the collections. Okay, not a new in color is also Basic Beige. It's a very nice subtle color that is going to be a nice neutral that, I have my overhead light showing here. Let me see if I can turn that off. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, it's dark around me, but I have my bright lights over my desk, so it's all good. The Basic Beige, a little lighter than Sahara Sand that retired a year ago. So I think a lot of people will like that as another option. All right, so those are the colors. Let me plop those back here onto the big pile of mess that's on the counter behind me. All right, here is the new catalog cover. A lot of neat things in here. And those of you who, when you get your catalog, you will notice that the layout is quite different this year. Very, very different from other years. And there's some beautiful pictures in there of projects and of the products, and a lot of new products too. One thing that's different in here that is kind of nice is, well, two things. The way it's laid out is different. One is it's laid out sort of in chapters of style of crafter. Some people are beginners or like to do things that are in a kit and already done, ready to go, ready to put together, where you don't have to buy things, let's say a la carte, where you can just have your pieces, bam, do your project rather, and then you're done. All right. So let me just say a quick hello to new people that popped on. Hello, Annette. And Lydia is also part of my Daisy Bunch team of demonstrators. Nice to see you on. And so is Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Please say hop on, say hello. So because otherwise I don't know who's watching. And I like to know that you're here. All right. All right. So the first part is dedicated toward people who want a quick, easy project to do. And it's where it mentions some of the kits. Oh, this is upside down. There we go. It mentions kits, and it has some projects that you can just kind of put together where you can have some die cuts and some already printed card bases and envelopes, things that you can put together very quickly. So the kits that are mostly online, you will have to go online to see those in the online exclusives. Here is one of the new kits. A lot of people love these. Oops, upside down again. There we go. This one is called Hooray for Honeycomb. And let me hold it still so that camera can focus on that. And it will make 9 cards, very bright, ones with berries, one with rainbows, one with balloons. And it has these honeycomb elements, which are really fun. They'll pop up on the inside of your card. Or this one has it on the outside. You might not want to mail it that way, though. You might want to you can design it your own way, put it on the inside. All right, so these honeycomb pieces, I think a lot of you have seen cards that might have this, or party favors that work like this, right? So you just, when it's closed in your card, it lays flat. And then when you open your card, you'll get that sunshine right there. And the inside of the card has the little sun rays on there. It's a little hard to see. I didn't open this all out, but you can see it has your card bases with your balloons or your rainbows. You get dimensionals, you get twine, and so it's all kind of ready to go for you to just put together. Okay, so I dropped the sunshine. Oh no. There we go. Don't want to lose anything. So that's one of the brand new kit options. And there are many kits online. These are also great for travel. If you want to take a craft project with you, everything's in the box. Some of them have a stamp set in ink. This one does. This one doesn't, I don't think. But I didn't open it all the way, so I'm not real sure. Some of them do, some of them don't, and they're all different price ranges. Okay, so obviously the ones with ink and stamp are going to have be a little bit more money, and you can base what you like and what you have to do those kits. They come nice and convenient in this box too, right? Kind of like a paper pumpkin size box. So that's one of the new kits that we received that at on stage. That was a freebie. Every once in a while, they have what they call prize patrol. And if they call your number that's on your name tag, you win that prize. And they gave out 6 different prizes. And sometimes it said, okay, this one is everybody's getting a prize. So, of course, we all love that. The kit was one of those. Okay. And I'll show you one of the other things that we also got from everybody. So the first part, like I said, is the beginner or the stamper that doesn't want to buy all the little things a la carte, wants a quick, easy project. Or some of us who want to do that sometimes. The second part is sort of a hybrid of the more avid stamper, not a cramper, a stamper. And so it's a mix of doing some of the things your own and some things, let me just switch this way. Some things you get to, like maybe pop out some die cuts, maybe attach the ribbon. So it's sort of a hybrid. Somebody who likes to have a little bit more creativity and then, but yet have some of the pieces all ready to go. There's some new types of kits that you can mix and match. It's called ephemera, the little pieces that you pop out, die cuts that you pop out and decorate your card with. And then you mix that with a card bases. You can mix it with envelopes or different layers that you can kind of mix and match and create your own projects that way. The third part is for the little bit more avid stamper who likes to do a lot of creating all on their own. Okay, and the it's called Creativity Your Way in the catalog. And that's where you're going to see a lot of the things that we are used to seeing in the old catalog, all right, or the current catalog. So that's where you're going to see your suites, your collections, your stamp sets, and all the other accessories. All right, so I'm going to, aside from that kit, I'm going to jump right into the Creativity Your Way, because those are some of the things we got to pre-order. When you're a demonstrator, you get to order some things ahead of time, not everything, but they give us a list of some things that we can order, and I ordered a lot of them. So I'm going to show you what I have. So one of the, let me go to my bookmark here. Okay, so there's a suite collection. Now, the suite collections, for those of you who are unfamiliar, usually include a stamp set, dies or a punch, embellishments, and designer series paper, maybe some kind of specialty paper, okay, where everything is included in a suite. And you can order, if you want, you can order everything in the suite under one code, one item code. So you don't have to type in, 5 or 6 different items to get the whole suite or collection. Usually there's what's called a bundle, where you have a stamp set and either a die, or a stamp set and a punch. And then you can, those are usually offered at 10% discount. So usually that bundle and the other elements are all included in the suite collection. All right. And of course, all those things coordinate. So it takes the guesswork out of, okay, which embellishments would go with this, or which ribbon will go with this, or which designer paper. So it's all connected. I can't show you the inside of the catalog. I'm sorry. I can only show you the cover right now, but I can show you products, and I can show you projects that I will eventually make with the items that I have. So I told you Prize Patrol was when they called your number and then you won a particular prize. And I won this paper. Let me switch my camera around again. And I was able to win this beautiful paper called Mediterranean Blooms, and that's the name of the suite collection. There is a stamp set that coordinates with the oranges and the lemons. I did not get that one. I was unable to order it yet, but it has these beautiful citrus, the oranges and lemons. It has the blossoms, and it has the blue and white kind of tile designs on them. So it's really gorgeous. And that comes with some enamel dots, some sparkly enamel dots. The stamp set also comes with dies. So that's what that suite collection will be, Mediterranean Blooms. So I just absolutely love that one. Can't wait to get the stamp set and the dies on that. All right, but I will be making cards with the DSP. And there are some of the new ink colors in there. The colors are Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Peach Pie. Okay, that's the only ink color that's new, and Pumpkin Pie. So beautiful. I just love that. When I saw the catalog, I was drawn to that paper, and I was so glad that that was the thing that I won. Okay, there's another collection I can't show you, but I'll tell you. There's one that's called Take to the Sky, and it has some old-fashioned planes that have die cuts to them, and designer series paper. And I just need to get another bin. Hold on one second here. I got a lot of stuff. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Trying to make everything sort of accessible in my room here. All right, and part of that collection has these neat embellishments that are kind of like a nut kind of shape. They're a hexagon shape, and you can apparently use them different ways. Oh, I'm not getting good light. Okay, there we go. This side has like radiating lines out of them, and that side's flat. And when you put it down, then you have kind of like that rivet or that nut kind of a shape to them too. Might be tricky if you put them down the other way, but I think a glue dot would fit on there. And it's kind of a neat look as well. So that comes in a little dish. Reminds me of science class with like a little petri dish. Oh, okay. Hello, everybody who just hopped on. Okay, nice. Oh, you like the honeycombs, Maria? Okay. Oh, Mara. Okay, sorry. Okay, quick glance there. Okay. Oh, hello, Heidi. And Amanda. All right. And you're from Maryland? Lulu. Okay. All right. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate you following. Okay. So that's part of the Take to the Sky. So nice masculine set. There's another one called To Market, which has vegetables, a shopping bag, and some flowers, some wood grain. So again, it kind of reminds you of like going to the farmer's market, like a little mesh bag. You can put the things in, die cuts and stamp set and DSP. Another one is Wildly Flowering, has some great dies that are can cut out labels, and beautiful pink and blue and wheat color designer paper. Another one called Full of Life. It has a lot of different colors, so it's nice and bright. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the colors or the vibe that the Bright and Beautiful paper was. Okay, really, just more greens and blues and things that will really pop, some random shapes and geometric patterns. So that's a fun one. There's a really cute one. Some people won the DSP that was from the Lily Pond Lake collection. It has it's called Charming Duck Pond is the stamp set. It has coordinating dies, of course, and some embellishments, and the paper is just so adorable. It has some koi fish, it has some scenes where there's a pond where you can put your die cuts on, some cute patterns, and of course a variety of cute little ducks. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you parts of. I don't have space for this. That's what I don't have. Okay, it's called Thoughtful Journey. I showed this paper, these two papers yesterday, but this suite includes some nice floral prints, sort of wildflowery looking sprays of flowers, some embellishments that I was not able to get, but this beautiful paper here with these watercolor scenes, thistles, and some water elements, some trees, just beautiful, beautiful paper. That's part of the suite called Thoughtful Journey. And again, a lot of nice new ink colors there, right? There's the Petunia Pop, and the backs are just a little bit more of watercolor wash look. Look how pretty that is. Don't you love it? Oh. Okay, so I showed that in my other video. If you want a little bit better look, check that out. And coordinating in that suite, I showed this the other day as well, is this beautiful paper, which is just specialty paper that they call Thoughtful Designs. And the colors coordinate. They have these beautiful kind of foil shimmery designs here of little sprigs and leaves, and you can see the shine there, right? Very nice. And from one side to the other, there is sort of some ombre shading. It's a little hard to see here, but it's darker here and it gets lighter over here. This one you can maybe see a little bit better how it's darker here and it fades to lighter. And here's the one that's the wheat color. Again, some old olive fading into more of the wheat. And this paper all coordinates with the Thoughtful Journey, coordinates with this DSP, the stamp set, the dies, and the embellishments. So again, that's what makes up the suite. Okay. Next is a suite called Country Woods. And this is one of those mega suites that has two stamp sets to them. Two sets of designer paper. And of course, some embellishments, ribbon, and an embossing folder. So it's a mega, mega suite. A lot of things included in there. And again, if you wanted everything that coordinated, you can get it with just one item number. So you don't have to type in 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 different items to get the collection. So that's, Stampin' Up! Has really grouped that all together. You can, of course, get them separately. You can get anything you want separately. And of course, the stamp set and the dies you can get as a bundle and save 10%. So on stage, there was the first night that we got there after we registered during the day. There was what they called an after hours event, which some people paid extra to do. And with that fee came, we got to choose a stamp set, which came with dies and came with some twine and maybe the twine was on the thrable. I forget. But it came with a sample of the in color paper and whatever we needed to make 3 different cards. So we did that night, and there were a lot of people there. Out of 2,000 people that were demonstrators at the onstage event in Houston, there were, oh my gosh, maybe half of them, or at least a third of the people might have been doing this. So it was a huge turnout. So this is the Country Flowers set and coordinates with these dies. We didn't get to use the dies, but we did do stamping that first night. And of course, I liked it because of the teapot. Those of you who know me, although I do coffee and a card, I am a tea enthusiast as well. And I love a country kind of look. You have your kind of your milk can looking thing here. You have your little stool. I have a little stool. It's like a milking stool. I have one of those that I painted a fun color, and I put some music fabric on the top, and I had it in my classroom for when we sat around for story time, or when a kid wanted to sit on the stool instead of on the carpet or whatever. So I had that handy, and I still have that downstairs, even though I'm not teaching anymore. And the flowers you could put in the pots, or the teapot here. Of course, there dies that cut everything out, and there is even a lid if you want to make it just a traditional teapot and color that in. Of course, there are some other dies that don't coordinate with the stamps, and little flowers, little leaves, and can't wait to try that out. The problem is there's not tons of time, right? But I think I need just like a whole week retreat just to sit around and play with all this new stuff. All right, so then part of the, excuse me, part of the suite has this DSP, which I showed the other day. And that is called Country Lace. And it's like eyelets or lacy patterns. Again, I showed it closely the other day. We have Smoky Slate. We have, let me just make sure I get it right. Basic Beige, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, and Smoky Slate. So very soft colors. These almost, when you look at it closely, it looks like texture, almost like it's fabric, like a denim almost. Okay, and even the back here looks really nice. So you have those sort of eyelid-y or lace looking patterns. This has little tiny dots on it. Not sure you can see that. Here we go. Circles, dots. So it could be whimsical. It could be, sweet. Has a little kind of shading within the background here. Definitely reminds me of when I was a kid and wore some of that eyelet stuff. Okay, plain gray. Again, you can see the texture on there, right? All right, so there's some stripes. Okay, so that goes with the Country Woods collection, it's called. So the other stamp set that is in this collection besides the Country Flowers is Country Birdhouse. If you cruise around online and Pinterest, I'm sure you'll see some people who have made some great cards with the birdhouse. Has a bird, has a stand, it has a base. You can make it a feeder. You can put different trims on top of the birdhouse, and of course a couple flowers and leaves. So that one will be fun too. I often get the bird things. I might reframe this one because I have so many bird things. Who knows? I do like to branch out a little bit. Oh, no pun intended. Branch out with the trees and the birds. Okay. Oh, hi, Melinda. another one of my downline. And Barbara, well, yeah, nice to see you all. Nice to see you. Glad you can join on too, Melinda. Thank you for your gorgeous Easter card. Oh my gosh, you made a beautiful one. All right, then the other designer paper that goes with that suite is called Country Woods, and has a lot of wood grain and some rustic colors, a little bit of gold leafing splotches in some of the paper. So it's in some light browns, a dark brown, some whitewash looking, and some blue, and some of the uh, maybe the summer splash kind of color kind of tied in there too. And there is an embossing folder as well. One more thing that's part of that suite. I told you it was mega. There's tons of stuff there. This is going to be one of my favorite ribbons. I just absolutely love this one. This is a 2-pack, petal pink and white. And I didn't open up the white one yet, but I did open the pink. And it is a little more narrow than some of the other ribbon. Some of our other ribbon traditionally is 3/8 inch. I like when it's a little bit more narrow. This one is a 1/4 inch. So it's a nice size. It's sort of satiny feel. You see those little diagonal stripes on there, and the white has the same. If you could see that there. And it is just very soft. It's not too thick. It will tie nicely and stay tied. Okay, sometimes they're too slippery and they don't like to stay tied, right? Have you had that experience before, anybody? So this is nice. It feels sort of a shimmery, cottony kind of a feel to it. And I just love that little pattern, that diagonal pattern on there. So look how pretty, right? That's in the petal pink and the white. I do like the petal pink. It's so nice and soft, but I kind of wish we could just get the white, because I know I'm going to use that one a whole lot. I'm just going to have to force myself to do petal pink equally. Okay, excuse me while I take a sip. Drinking water today. All righty. Now, another mega suite. This one, I got the whole thing. All right, it was offered to us. Like I said, we don't always get, as demonstrators, we get to order a lot of things early, but it was limited. We can't get the whole catalog. Okay, so this was one of those things that we could get the whole suite. It's called Unbounded Beauty. Comes with 2 stamp sets, some embellishments, glimmer paper, which I showed the other day, and some DSP. All right, so here are the 2 stamp sets. The first one is Flowers of Beauty. So you get things that are sort of like the bigger rose type flower, but you also get some delicate sprays. And this is one of those 2-step stamping where you can stamp the outline and then add some color with the other stamp, or vice versa. Some people like to do the background first and then stamp the detail over it. Whichever you find most comfortable to do is fine. And then here you also have some flowers that you can add, and then the color. So both ways. You could do this in lighter color, then this in a darker color. If you see the pattern all matches, and you can have that there. You can probably put these onto here. This has the leaves, right? And then you can probably add flowers to that. And same thing here, but those are just darker. You have some standalone leaves. Again, this would color in those outlines, and this would color in that, and likewise for all the images. So then the dies. Now, I do have a lot of flowers. Raise your hands. Thumbs up if you have a lot of flower stamps. All right, I bet all of you do. But the thing that really attracted me to this set, I like the delicate spray, but I really, really love these dies. I saw a demonstration at On Stage where somebody used this set and dies, showed us some fabulous things to do with them. And one thing that really, really, really sold me was these. These are kind of like bars that will stamp out all those flowers. If you want a bunch of flowers, you don't have to put those individual little dies in one at a time, although Stampin' Up! Has sometimes given 2 or 3 of a particular small die. This one is a whole bar. So not only will it punch out, or die cut rather, all of those flowers at once, but you can also use the negative space for a border on your card. And you have that with 2 size flowers. All right, this one a little bit bigger than this one. And there's some great things that you can do with that. And like I said, you run this through maybe some white paper, you'll have some white flowers, and what's left on your white paper, if it's like the edge of one of your cards, the bottom of your card, put some colored paper behind it, and you have a pretty, using that negative space, you have your color showing through the back. So some really fun cards with that. I just thought that was something different, and I just loved it. Of course, you have your coordinating dies that will cut out these images, right? The flowers, these, the leaves, and then you have some standalone sprays as well. So I love how Stampin' Up! Combines not just cutting these out, but add some other elements too that are very delicate. So yeah, I'm a sucker for that stuff. I just love it. I can't wait to show you some projects with that. Oh, just so much fun. All right, see, I haven't even put these on my magnet sheets yet. I love using the, from Stampin' Storage, the magnet sheets to put my dies on. So that way they stay nice and secure. And all right, so that's one stamp set in this mega suite called Unbounded Beauty. And the next set is an all sentiment set that, if you notice, this one had no sentiments. This one is all sentiments. So that's why they kind of work really well together. Of course, that will work with other things as well. So these were had some different sentiments on it. I really am happy with some of the things that are here that we didn't always get. Usually your typical things, happy birthday, thank you, hello, thinking of you, all things that I use a lot. I do, but these have some that are a little bit different. May all your wishes come true. Have a blessed day. Faith, hope, and love. Okay. And then things you compare with that. You know, faith is being sure of what we cannot see. Okay. And those are separate. So you separate stamps. I mean, look at them all that you get on here. Love never gives up. You can use them together or just separately. Hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of those right now, so I was so happy to get that. I have one that says, little one, you know, like, hello, little one, if you're doing a baby card. Friend, you've got this. Feel better soon. Makes the world a better place. Maybe like love makes the world a better place. May all your wishes come true. Blessed day, sympathy, birthday to you and yours. Just for you, my heart goes out to you. You're a true blessing. Okay, you are loved, friend. Hello, celebrate. Lots of different sentiments there. So, and you have that mix of some are print and some are a loose script kind of, you know, kind of like a, not real fancy, but kind of, so that would kind of work for some masculine cards too, not too frilly. So that was really nice. So then again, what sold me on this, not only some of those sentiments, but the dies that come along with them. Check this out. All these frames, they're just gorgeous. So a lot of ovals, which I'm happy to see because we're losing the double oval punch, which I love. That one's retiring. But these ovals are a little bit bigger than what the punch is. You have some that you can layer. You have some with flowers on them. This one with leaves on the side, on the corner. I mean, that's going to be really pretty. I haven't even had a chance to play with them yet. This is also new yet. Some with scallops, some with stitching, some with the little holes, like eyelets, whatever. This one's so pretty. Then there's also a circle. There's some long ones. I mean, what variety there, right? Okay, I just love those. Oh, hello, Carol. Thanks for joining on, you guys. So a lot of options. I love them. And I'm drawn to ovals or rounded things with rounded corners. Just nice. Okay, so those are the 2 stamp sets and dies, right? And embellishments. I think I showed these yesterday. I used some the other day, so they got a little messed up. So these are in the new in colors, right? The pretty in pink and so on. Oh, let's see if I can straighten those out. Oh, well, that's okay. The peach pie, summer splash, petunia pop. Oh, this is the summer splash. That's the green one. Yeah. All right. So the shy shamrock. All right. So that's the embellishments that come. And then the designer paper in the suite is called Unbounded Beauty. Okay, just like the suite itself, it's called. And again, it has all the in colors. Maybe just a little bit more so we can see them all. All right, again, the flowers you can see match with the stamp set, those images. And as in typical, I think, probably some of these might work with the dies. I haven't figured that out yet, but typical Stampin' Up, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, look at the backs. I said the other day, it reminds me of sorbet, right? Raspberry and orange and lime. And you have some pretty floral prints, some white on the summer splash background, some of the petunia pop on there. And you have all the colors right on there, a small print. Okay, so that's the designer paper for Unbounded Beauty. And then to coordinate with that is the glimmer paper. And look at the shine on that. I told the group the other day, you might need sunglasses to look at this. It is very shiny. Okay. You get one of each color in the in colors, all the in colors. Let me separate these so you can see them a little bit better. Okay. And trust me, unless you're Melinda or Lois, you wouldn't need much of this to pop your card. I know both of those like glimmer and glam, but you wouldn't need much of this at all. I've seen some where maybe a small sprig was cut out with the green and it looks really, really pretty. So you get one sheet of each of those in the in color. So that coordinates with the designer paper. So those are all the elements in that large suite there. And that's, like I said, one that I did get the full kabam, the big kahuna. Okay, so all of those suites, it's kind of nice, in the catalog are in one section of the catalog. So remember in the other catalog, they would be kind of dispersed throughout the catalog, and our current catalog and ones before. So all the suites are within the same group of pages. So you can just page through suite, and see which are the things that all coordinate. So then the next section of the new catalog that is in this Creativity Your Way section is the bundles. So all the bundles are together in the catalog. So that's nice too. So you don't have to, if you're looking for something that has dies, a coordinating dies or a coordinating punch, then you can go to that section and just thumb through all those pages. So one of the, where did I put the stuff? Okay, one of the bundles right in front of me, of course. And now one just fell to the other side of the table. All right. Oh, this is something I won also, or just got there giving away free. Something for demonstrators. Has a paper pumpkin and welcome and thanks. So things that I could use for my customers. All right. So there's one called Loveliest Tree, and my regular stampers, not very regular, my longtime stampers, people who were with me 20 years ago or even not that long ago, might remember the stamp set Lovely as a Tree. That was the stamp set that Stampin' Up! Had for a long, long, long time. It was one of the original stamps, I think. And it was one of the first stamp sets that I bought. It had a big oak tree like this. It had some pine trees. It had different kinds, a variety of trees, obviously. Lovely as a Tree. And everybody loved that one. It was the iconic Stampin' Up! Stamp set. People thought they would never get rid of it, but eventually they did. And people were like, oh, really? They're getting rid of Lovely as a Tree? Well, now there's a tree that's back. That reminds you of that one. It's just a very simple stamp set. So this one is good for people who like to keep simple projects, people who might be just starting. So some new customers who are just getting into stamping. This is a great one because just very simple tree. You don't have a bunch of things that you have to coordinate. You don't get overwhelmed with too many options, but yet I've seen some beautiful cards made with this tree. And you have a little leaf there if you want to do some borders or a little something on the inside. And you have 4 of your traditional sentiments. Congratulations, thank you, happy birthday, and sending heartfelt sympathy. All right, so good sentiments for something that you would use this tree for, and good for masculine cards, right? We're always looking for something that is not flowers that we can use for our masculine cards. Of course, it has in the bundle, it has the dies. And again, it is nice and simple, okay? Not too overwhelming. It is has your tree outline here, of course, that will cut that out. And it has your leaf here that'll cut out those little guys. All right. Then, like I said, sometimes Stampin' Up! Has these extra pieces. And instead of just one, where we used to have to run one through over and over and over again, they do give you 3 of the same one so that you can do multiples at the same time. This one here is just a different shaped tree that is going to cut out these little spots here to look like leaves, and you can layer it with the branches. So that would be a nice option that is not in the stamp set, but you can add that and have a different kind of look to your trees, or mix and match them, right? So again, a nice, easy, simple, simple bundle. That's what I'm trying to say, bundle. All right, I have to figure out how this went back again. All right, I'll get it there. It's going on my magnet card soon anyway. All right, if anybody's interested in, I mentioned Stampin' Storage. It is a wonderful company that, like the name says, has great storage options for stampers and other crafters, things to store your die cuts. I love the magnet sheets. They can usually fit right in here. Some of the bigger die sets I have to keep separately, but the magnet sheets will fit right in here. I keep them in the plastic container. I also love them for the holding my paper. I have 12 by 12s for, these are pockets. Okay, they do have some that are called sleeves, but the pockets are closed on 3 sides and you can put things in the top. They have tabs where you can put labels on there and you can see all your designer paper easily. There are some for 6 by 6. Okay, this one is a sleeve and it's open on 2 sides. Right, so you can just slip your paper in there. Let me just grab a piece of cardstock here. You can slip it in. There's a little thumb notch so you can open it and slip your things out easily. It's great that it's easy access to get it in and out. Not so good because sometimes things fall out. So it depends how careful you are, or how easily you want to grab at your stuff. They also have 6x7 pockets that are good for some of the dies and the magnets. I like to use these 6x7s for my designer paper because they fit really nice. So this is what I did here. So if I have a really thick collection, that it definitely holds it. It gives me a little leeway, and then I can keep my loose pieces in there as well. So if you are not already a Stampin' Storage customer, I can give you a link. I'll put a link in this in the comments in the post here, where you can get 10% off your first item. Your first order, the whole order, not just one item. Get 10% off your first order. If you're already a customer, then that's not going to work. But if you're making your first order with Stampin' Storage, use the code, the link that I will put in the comments down below, and you can get 10% off. And then I get reward points for that too. So I appreciate that. All right, here's another fun hearts and hugs. Look at these cute little animals. Oh my gosh, they're just so adorable. A mouse, some walruses, and some badgers, and a little chipmunk guy. Again, I saw some adorable cards made with these. Somebody demonstrated on stage, made some really, really cute cards. I'm going to case them. I'm just going to copy what she did and show you because they were so cute. Of course, it's a bundle, comes with the dies. And as typical, you have your outline, your frames for cutting out each of those animals. You can, okay, these don't get cut out, but you have this little archway of hearts, which just like those flowers I showed you on the bar, you can use the hearts that get punched out and just glue them on if you like, with a glue dot or a touch of glue, or you can use the reverse as, put a colored cardstock behind it or some DSP, and you have a nice little sort of a rainbow effect with the hearts. And these cut out separately. You have some little flowers that are not in the stamp set. And then you can do some things with that. And of course, you have a banner that will coordinate with your sentiments. Thanks, sending a big hug. So it's there when you need it. So I guess sending a big hug, so it's there when you need it. I could just hug you, and sending birthday hugs. Right, so very, very cute. That's just adorable. All right, another collection here is called Layers of Beauty. And just excuse me one moment while I go to the other side of my table and pick up what fell across the way. So Layers of Beauty is another like roses, but this one comes with masks, or what I call stencils. So let me show you those. 1 second. Okay. All right, I thought that fell the other way. Maybe it's just here. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Something else fell, but I got that. It's okay. So Layers of Beauty. Again, another bundle. The stamp sets, dies, and these masks. So grateful for you. God bless. Happy anniversary. You make my heart smile. So that's fun. These are, again, a photopolymer. And, oops, the computer's slipping here. Here are the dies. Okay, hi, Sherry. So you have your big framelit, they are traditionally called, because it's like a frame that I don't want to bend it. See, this tape is very, very sticky. So that's why I like putting it on my magnet sheets. All right, look at that huge die that's going to cut out. This is shown at 85% on the cover, but it's going to cut that out. Okay, going to cut out the whole thing. That will fill up a whole card. So don't need much there. Put your sentiment on, bam, you've got a nice thing. Leave it a black and white sketch look, or use your favorite coloring tools, your blends, your colored pencils, sponge daubers, or blending brushes to add just a little, glow of color around there. That's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so another cool thing about this one is, you see this smaller framelit? That will cut out just one section of the whole bouquet. Isn't that neat? So you don't have to fussy cut if you just want that one flower there. You can just stamp it, and then you have your die to do that. Then you could use your other pieces for something else. So I thought that was kind of cool. A different idea. And then you have additional leaves and a little tag that you can probably fit that God bless on, or some little flowers or leaves or something. Okay, so I'm not even going to put that back on the tape. I'm just going to put that right onto my magnet sheet in a second. So then there is a new collection of masks here that works with the Layers of Beauty. I'm forgetting the name of the other stamp set. If somebody knows it, type it in the comments, please. Oh, Sherry's from Indiana. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining in today. There's another stamp set currently available that has these, they call them masks. I call them stencils sometimes. Whatever you want to call them, they're pretty cool. My friend Nadine has some before Stampin' Up! Came out with theirs. So she enjoys using them as well. So this, I'm going to use, all right, I'm going to try to show you with this inside, because this is the full size here. The masks are numbered. In the corner here, there's a little notch, and you probably can't see the number, but it's kind of like embossed in there. There's a number 1, and it goes up to 5. All right, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So each mask outlines a different part of the image that that you can color, kind of like color one at a time. So I know this little notch means to hold this at the top left. All right, so I have to kind of figure out which direction this would go. All right, maybe it's the other way. Okay. So, all right, there we go. So I guess if I stamp it, okay, once I stamp it, it would be kind of reversed. Okay, but anyway, you're going to line up your openings to the masks with the line drawing that comes on the stamp. These line up with the little flowers, the big flowers, and there's some little flowers here. You would take your blending brush and go over, and it will put color only on those openings there, obviously. And then you go to number 2, which brings in a little bit more detail. You could see there's some extra lines there. So when you have that one lined up, okay, again, you would just have those notches in the same spot. That'll give a little bit more detail. Maybe I'd go with a darker color. You want to start with a lighter color and then do the darker ones on top. Number 3, even more detail, smaller, closer to the middle of the flowers. And then the next 2 will do the leaves. Okay, the broader part of the leaf, and then adding some detail with the veining and the leaves. So I have seen, and Nadine had asked me this once before, can you use the masks without the stamp set? I didn't have the other one, so I reached out to some demonstrators, and they said, yeah, it's okay, but it's better with the stamp set. You can make your own judgment with that, but I did see a couple of nice cards made with just the stencils, just the masks. It is going to have a little bit more of a blurred look or a watercolor wash look to it. But I've seen some really nice projects done both with just the stamp set alone and with the mask. So of course you don't have to have the masks, but it does come as part of the bundle that you can use there. All right, and let me put the stamps back in there so I'm not looking for them later on. Okay, and another thing that we all got on stage is this great background set. These nice big leaves here. It's just one stamp, and by using blending brushes right on the stamp or sponge daubers, you can do different colors on there, different shades of green, make them fall leaves. You can even use your brayer. Okay. Stampin' Up! Does have a brayer in the catalog now that has a metal handle and holder. This one is from years ago when we did a lot of braying years ago. So, you can bray different colors on there, and I saw some gorgeous cards made with that I can't wait to share with you as well. So that is pretty much it, I think. Anybody have any questions? I've showed you a lot in this hour. We're exactly an hour here. Yeah, good thing I didn't order more. I'd keep you all day. Right. So, yeah, so there are a lot of fun things coming in the new catalog. And like I said, the catalog's set up a little bit differently. So we have to kind of get used to that. But it's going to be, I can't wait to play with all these products. And I was able to order early because I went to On Stage. People who went got like a 3 or 4 day window where we could order things, and all demonstrators can order starting April 2nd. And so if you are interested in becoming a demonstrator, do it right away, and you too can order some of the new products right away as well. That's one of the perks for being a demonstrator. Excuse me while I take a sip of water. Okay, yeah. Hi, Judy. All right, so we got our new catalog on stage as well, and demonstrators will be getting them in the mail very soon. In fact, my friend Barbara said she got hers already, so the others can't be too far behind. Stampin' Up! Will send a complimentary one out to demonstrators, and I will send a complimentary one out to my customers. So if you are already a customer of mine, please just be patient. You will get your catalog sometime mid or the end of April. So if you are not already a customer of mine and you would like to be, and you would like a catalog, if you don't already have a demonstrator, just let me know, private message me, email me, and I can make sure that you get a catalog. I can get them sent directly from Stampin' Up!, which saves me a little bit of money rather than me ordering them and then resending them out again. That's extra shipping. So if you let me know by tomorrow, I have to put in my list for who I want Stampin' Up! To send the catalogs to. So if you decide after tomorrow, it's okay. It just will cost me a little bit more money, but I'm happy to help you out. But if you can tell me by tomorrow evening, then I will make sure you get on the list to get them from Stampin' Up! And you'll probably get them a little bit quicker than if I were to wait for them to mail to me and then have to send them out again to you. All right. So, and of course, that's complimentary too. So just let me know. If you are putting in an order, here's the host code. I just put the banner up. And that's, if you use that for orders under 150, I appreciate that. That gives me a little extra perks when you use the host code. If your order is 150 or more, then you will start to earn host rewards beginning at 10%. So if you have an order of 150, you'll get $15 in rewards that you can use toward a couple new ink pads or a new stamp set or some paper, whatever you want to use it on. And if, what else was I going to say? Oh, okay. So that's the host code right there. I'll put it in the description below as well to this video. If you are looking to get to my online store, it's lorrainesish.stampinup.net. Okay, pretty easy to remember as long as you know how to spell my name. It's a tricky one, I know. Um, and you can request to be on my mailing list as well. I have some special things coming up, special offers coming up. Soon will be a paper share with the new designer paper. And also, very soon will be, I haven't done this before, but this is going to be fun. I'm going to offer a mystery box. Okay, so it's going to be decorated, and inside will be a whole bunch of fun things that coordinate with Zany Zoo designer paper, stamp set, and dies. Okay, so it's going to be a Zany Zoo theme. I'm going to have fun with that. You will get a card kit from me with all pre-cut pieces, things that might need die cutting or embossing. You will get that for 6 projects. And some will be cards, some might be a 3D. All right, it could never know what it's going to be. You will get a package of a portion of the Zany Zoo collection of the designer paper here. If you want to add on the stamp set, Zany Zoo, or the bundle with the dies, you can do that. Otherwise, you'll be able to do the projects with whatever you get from the designer paper, the embellishments I give you, and it'll be a total of at least $20 of product that you will get in this mystery box, plus some pillow gifts and some fun little things. All right. Printed PDFs of the projects, enough to do 6. Okay. So watch my email and watch here on Facebook for me to start telling you all about that. And it will get sent to your door in that great little box. And all you will need to add is the stamp set, inks, and adhesive. All right. So the rest of the stuff will be all done for you. You just do your bit of stamping. As per Stampin' rules, I can't send stamped images. So if there is something that needs stamping, like a sentiment, then you can just choose something of your own or something that will fit in the layout of what I give you. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on today. I will be back either Thursday. I might do coffee and a card on Thursday. Well, that's tomorrow, isn't it? I'm losing track of my days here. All right. Good Friday might be a little hard for me to get on. But so, I don't know. I might do coffee and card tomorrow, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do Friday too. I'll let you know. Stay posted here so that you know when I'm going to be back on again. All righty. So thanks everybody for joining on, and I hope you have a great rest of the week and great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. Well, like I said, go to stampwithlorraine.com if you want to sign up for my email list if you're not already on there. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye now.